Hi, my name's Ilma and welcome to my channel. I've been posting Christian vlogs 11 straight years every day. It's going to be 12 by next month. Today I'd like to share Genesis 23 verses 10 to 20. Here's the word of God. Now Ephron was sitting among the Hittites, and Ephron the Hittite answered Abraham in the hearing of the Hittites, of all who went in at the gate of this city. No, my Lord, hear me. I give you the field, and I give you the cave that is in it. In the sight of the sons of my people I give it to you. Bury your dead. Then Abraham bowed down before the people of the land, and he said to Ephron in the hearing of the people of the land, But if you will hear me, I give the price of the field. Accept it from me, that I might bury my dead there. Ephron answered Abraham, My Lord, listen to me. A piece of land worth 400 shekels of silver, what is that between you and me? Bury your dead. Abraham listened to Ephron, and Abraham weighed out for Ephron the silver that he had named in the hearing of the Hittites, 400 shekels of silver, according to the weight and current among the merchants. So the field of Ephron in Machpelah, which was to the east of Mamre, the field with the cave that was in it, and all the trees that were in the field throughout its whole area, was made over to Abraham as a possession in the presence of the Hittites, before all who went in at the gate of his city. After this, Abraham buried Sarah his wife in the cave of the field of Machpelah, east of Mamre, that is Hebron, in the land of the Canaan. The field and the cave that is in it were made over to Abraham as property for a burying place by the Hittites. Genesis 23, 10 to 20. And here's the essay I wrote about this verse. Abraham buys the burial ground for Sarah. According to a commentary, ancient and modern practices in that culture was this. As a gesture of kindness, the seller may offer to give the property to the buyer until the buyer insists on paying a price. Ephron the Hittite followed this custom. When Abraham refused to receive it as a gift, he suggested a price which he claimed was modest, but was really very high. This was supposed to be the beginning of the bargaining. No questions or haggling happened. In front of many other Hittites, Abraham let them weigh the amount of silver that Ephron asked. This was probably the only property that Abraham owned, because he never settled in one place. He just followed and obeyed where God took him. It wasn't even for him to permanently reside, but for Sarah to have a burial ground. Reflection. What trait or character of Abraham was evident in this incident? That he is a very honest and a man of integrity, that he would not take anything for free, because I think that it is, even though he knows, he didn't confront Hebron, even though he knows that it's probably expensive or put at a very high price, he didn't question it. He just gave the money to him, the silver to him. So a lot of people, there are some people who actually are very difficult when it comes to bargaining. And I know a person in the past, back in the Philippines, where he was called to be the bargainer, because he always wants a good deal. He always wants to get something so cheap. So it's like a cheapskate. But at the same time, we see here, Abraham does not do those things. He just needed to get Sarah a burial ground. And so it happened. And in the presence, in those days, you don't really have contracts or anything, but everything verbal is accepted as long as you have witnesses, and he had many during this time. So that was probably the only place that he owned all the years that he followed the Lord. That's so amazing, because I think sometimes when we own something, when we own a property, we become so attached to it. And I think that can be a hindrance for our obedience to the Lord. And so I think this is really a character of Abraham, that he wouldn't want to be attached to anything. Thanks for watching. I hope you check my website at ILMA'S.com for artworks, photographs, and a copy of this blog. Please subscribe to my channel on YouTube so I could make more videos so you can hear the Word of God. And if you haven't already, check over 3,000 videos I've done in the past. Just type on Google or YouTube search ILMA'S Poem Devotional. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed year, 2024. Today is January 2, but I'm sure you're still all preparing and planning for the year. Thanks for watching.